the Lions have done a lot of really good things this offseason, but the one area that we've all just kind of been keeping our eye on is backup quarterback, just quarterback in general. Obviously, it's the most important position on the field. So we've been kind of wondering what's going on. So it just came out recently that the Detroit Lions are looking at Teddy Bridgewater and have a strong offer into him. So, and you kind of forget that just because you get an offer, you don't have to go for it right away. And Teddy Bridgewater, a veteran guy that's been through a lot of different teams, essentially is taking his time, kind of deciding what he wants to do next. So if we look at it, here's Bridgewater, man, 9 years. He started 65 games, but man, he's had so many injuries. Different things have happened, severe injuries with the Vikings. Then he comes back, and then he's just bounced around. And every time he gets in, he's just good. And you guys have commented, Bridgewater is like, let's go get Bridgewater because he kind of fits perfectly. He's a veteran. He's a guy that if Goff goes out 2, 3, 4 games, he could win 1 or 2. Like, that's just the bottom line. So that's what we're looking for. So we did re-sign Nate Sudfeld, but remember in the offseason, Brett Holmes said this is an area that we're going to look for. So let me know in the comments, is Bridgewater kind of the guy that's like, yes, that's perfect. We got Goff and Bridgewater. Man, that would really solidify that backup quarterback spot. Or are you looking for us to actually draft somebody or both? I mean, really, you could do that because if you look at our depth chart, you're looking at Jared Goff, and then we've really struggled, right, with not having that backup quarterback really set since Goff's been here, since this whole regime's been here. So to have Sudfelds there is okay. It feels okay, but it doesn't feel like it's fully good because if you look at the rest of the offense, it's set. I mean, it is absolutely set. Yeah, maybe tight end we could do something if we really felt like we wanted to, but it's been we don't need a tight end in this offense. This offense doesn't require a stud tight end. If you get one, great, obviously, but we're good. We are really good offensively, except right here, that backup quarterback position. So it's been reported here that he has a strong offer. The Lions have put in a strong offer from Jeremy Fowler, reported this, and basically Bridgewater's taking his time on the next step. Again, this is a guy that, I mean, he could retire if he wanted to. He could go to a couple different teams. He's bounced around so many different teams over the last few years, back up, he's gotten in. So for Teddy Bridgewater to come here would be huge. So let me know your thoughts in the comments about Teddy Bridgewater coming here, because remember, he would have a reunion with Dan Campbell. Bridgewater spent 2 seasons, 18 and 19, with the Saints while Campbell was there as a team's tight end assistant coach. Now, Bridgewater, here's the big deal about this, and this is why this is so cool. This is the Dan Campbell effect, right? Bridgewater, say he's got offers from 2 or 3 teams, probably does want you to be the backup. He's not getting a ton of money thrown at him. He's thinking to himself, where do I want to go? It's going to be my 10th season. He knows Dan Campbell. He knows how he's going to run the show. He's hearing about how the Lions culture is different. Isn't that seem like this is where you tip the scales? Money's all about the same between the 2 or 3 teams, and you come to the Lions, right? That is the type of Dan Campbell effect that we've been talking about, where guys actually kind of want to come here. It's like, you know what? All things being equal, I'll go play in Detroit. Marvin Jones just said it too. Had a couple offers, a couple things working out, but at the end of the day, probably did get like the most money to come to Detroit, but it was like, I'm going there. It's not like I could get more money going to Detroit, but I want to go to a West Coast team. Marvin Jones said that. He was looking, I want to go West Coast. That's what I want to do. But you know what? I want to go back to Detroit. Culture's different, the whole thing. And so that's what we're really seeing. And I think that's the big story. Yes, Bridgewater would be great. Hopefully we get him. But at the end of the day, you've got guys that actually want to come to Detroit, and it's just crazy. So we'll see what happens. But I look at our depth chart now, and man, all of a sudden, Marvin Jones, Jameson Williams, I mean, receiver set with depth, running back, solid top 2 right there. You really look at the offensive line. That's where we're going to do some work, I think, in the draft. We're going to really get some. I mean, Stenberg can't do it. We're going to get tackles. We're going to get some things in the draft because we just need depth on the offensive line. So it's perfect because you can step in, be depth. And then as Decker maybe, retires in a few years, or Panay, who knows what Jonah Jackson will require as his contract comes up. But that's what I think we'll do in the draft. On defense, same thing. Depth on the defensive line, depth at linebacker, obviously, and then some depth in the second. I mean, you just need some depth pieces now in the draft. You're no longer looking for just absolute glaring holes in the team that we had for how many years we'd go into the draft with that. So the only hole that we have is backup quarterback. And it's not that big a deal, but it is, right? Because we're if Goff goes out for the season, then we're screwed. But if Goff goes out for 2, 3, 4 games, then you want a guy that can come in and win one. Just win one or give yourself a chance. Boyle and Blau. I mean, you don't have a chance to even remotely win. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. Lions looking to get Teddy Bridgewater, and we'll see all of you on the next one.